It's recorded again. It's beautiful here. We just sit. So whoever owned these portions of the lot here is very lucky because they got 360 view. That's Cebu over there, turning to that beautiful scenery, and then that's somewhere in Leyte there. It's also ocean view. You hold the link.
Oh dear, this would be quite a nice lookout, wouldn't it? All around, but people have left a lot of garbage.
Yeah, people leave some garbage when they do their camping.
But this is Bohol, and you're never far away from the water. You're never far away from the mountains, and we're coming to about that time where we actually are getting close to it suddenly dropping into darkness. That's the project that I talked about, and that's the first part that we saw, and the next part that we couldn't quite see because it was covered in undergrowth from the road, and that's on 3 floors. And apparently that's owned by a foreigner that had plans for developing this part here, but I'm only going just on hearsay. See, but look, you can really see how we are on a small island, and there are other small islands there. And there's my island girl
Ryder,
and our dirty little dog. When we set him out, let him go, he goes out and he sits under the truck, and then he comes back black. See, but look at this. And evidently the road only goes so far with the concrete. You can see that it's disappearing, so it goes along here to a certain degree, and then it quits and turns back into a hard packed dirt road. But it comes up quite high. And there's somebody's built a house there. Land out here, when it's very isolated and not all that accessible and not so flat, would be quite cheap. You can buy huge tracts of land out here for not very much money, which is why you can see houses dotted around. One over there, look, and another one over there, and there's a road, well-used road there, and the road that I showed before. Now that will be pretty rough road going somewhere here. Not quite sure how that would go, but you can see down there, that right between my fingers there, look, there's the little tiny Nipa house, and the stripes there show their little rice farm, and they will get a harvest from that, and then of course they'd have to get it to the road and to town. But you can see that it's quite orderly over there, so that's some kind of plantation. See, if you look hard enough, you can see that there are regular lines showing that it's been planted and organized. Now, for the life of me, I have no sense of direction at all. I know to take the road back, and that's about it. I can follow the road back. But Beth knows where these different places, obviously she would. She knows what lies in what direction. I know that if we follow this road right over on that part there, not too far from here, is the orphanage, Village of Hope orphanage. That's where they have their 4 houses. Quite possibly one of them is that house there, look. But you follow that road for another, I don't know, maybe 2, maybe 3 miles, maybe not quite so much, and you'll find the Village of Hope. See, but if you look there, right on the horizon where it's a different colour, that's another island. I feel confident in saying that. See, and you can see that thin line, that's a thin line of water, and on the other side is another island. There's a small island there. And more, and right behind, don't forget that the chain of islands of the Philippines amount to 7,000 different islands. That are the main islands. Even though Bohol is a little titchy island, it's still quite a developed area, but it's all like this, pretty well all like this. Hundreds of square miles of rolling hills, which, because they're at the altitude, they are regarded as being mountains. Oh dear, I almost feel like coming up with a few plastic bags and picking this place clean. Such a shame. One day we'll do that. See, they've come up and had their little snack, and then they've thrown the pack away. Not unusual, is it? Shall we go, honey?